Hello, my friends. Welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we are continuing our Fall Classic Baseball King of the Hill tournament, and we are having a great time. Every game a nail biter and a lot of fun with Fall Classic Baseball. We are up to game number 18. We're going to give you a look at the standings in just a moment, but the current King of the Hill is the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies, managed by Dallas Green. So we are in Veterans Stadium today because the King of the Hill is the host team every time, and they will be hosting the 1974 Oakland A's. Both these teams, of course, World Series champions. The opposing pitchers today will be Ken Holtzman, the left-hander for the Oakland A's, against Larry Christenson, the right-hander for the Philadelphia Phillies. And don't forget to check out channel membership. The link for channel membership is in the description for this video. You get lots of stuff, discounts on the secondary store, exclusive members-only videos, and free cards from me every month as a thank you gift. So I hope you'll check that out. I do appreciate your support of my channel, my friends. And let's take a look at the standings, and then we will get to today's starting lineups. So, in the King of the Hill, as you know, the first team to 10 wins gets the home field advantage in the World Series. The team in first place at the moment is the 1977 Red Sox. The 75 Reds and the 52 Yankees are in second place, tied with 3 wins. The 50 Phillies and the 80 Phillies are tied in third with 2 wins. And then we have 3 teams in fourth with 1 win apiece, the 74 A's, the 60 Pirates, and the 59 White Sox. There are currently 5 teams with no wins at all, the 73 Mets, the 77 Royals, the 74 Dodgers, the 52 Dodgers, and the 68 Tigers. So the stakes today go like this. If the Phillies win, they get to 3 wins and they become tied for second in the tournament. If the A's win, they get to 2 wins and they will be tied for third place with both Phillies franchises. So those are the stakes. The winner of this game will host in our very next game the 1975 Cincinnati Reds. So Don Gullett will be on the mound for the Reds in that ball game. So it's going to be a formidable task for the either winner of this game. All right, with no further ado, let's get to today's starting lineup. For the visiting 1974 Oakland A's, Bill North leads off in center field. Bert Campaneris bats second. At shortstop, Sal Bando bats third at third base. Reggie Jackson bats fourth in right field. Joe Rudy bats fifth. He'll play left. Gene Tennis bats sixth. He'll play first base. Ray Fosse bats seventh, he'll catch, and Dick Green bats eighth, he'll play second. On the mound, it's Ken Holtzman. 38 starts in 1974, 9 complete games, good for 255 innings of work, and he was 19-17 on the season. For the homestanding Philadelphia Phillies, Pete Rose leads off at first. Bake McBride bats second in right field. Mike Schmidt bats third at third base. The Bull, Greg Luzinski, will bat fourth. He'll play left. Gary Maddox bats fifth in center field. Manny Trio bats sixth at second base. Bob Boone bats seventh. He'll catch. Larry Boa bats eighth. He'll play short. And on the mound, it's Larry Christenson, who had an injury-plagued 1980 season, but he had 14 starts, 74 innings, and a 5-1 one-loss record. When we play Fall Classic Baseball, we'd use a combination of a pair of D6s and an occasional D20, along with the fast-action cards from Fall Classic Baseball. All right, here we go. Let's see what kind of stuff Larry Christenson has today. He has B stuff. And Ken Holtzman, well, he has C stuff. All right, here we go. Billy North stepping in against Larry Christenson in the first pitch of the game. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Yes. So North takes a long walk back to the bench, and here comes Kempe. Christenson kicks and deals. Hey, struck out Kempe. The broccoli cauliflower medley with a little nacho cheese. Gas. Sal Bando. The pitch from Christenson. Hey, struck out the side. Whoa, wait. Well, that didn't take long. We go to the bottom of the first. And there's no score at Veterans Stadium. Holtzman will face Rose, McBride, and Schmidt in the Phillies first. The Cincinnati Reds are in the airport in Cincinnati waiting to punch their ticket to Oakland or Philadelphia to play the winner of this game. The pitch. Base hit for Rose. That goes right back through the box. Leadoff single for the Phillies first baseman, and now it's Bake McBride. Double play up for the A's infield. The pitch to Bake is a base hit. This is on chopped on the infield, so Rose is going to stop at second. 2 on, now nobody out for Schmidt. Not the start Alvin Dark was hoping for his 1974 A's. Holtzman the stretch, the pitch is a base hit for Schmidt. Rose puts it's on the infield as well, off Holtzman's glove. Dick Green has no play, but the bases are dripping with Phillies. For the bowl, Greg Luzinski. Infield is back for a double play. Holtzman the stretch, the pitch to the bowl. And this is grounded to on a high chop. This is bounced to Campaneris. He's waiting for it to come down. All the runners are going to advance. Campy makes a strong throw to Tennis at first, and they still get Luzinski by 22 steps. Scoring from third is Rose. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. McBride advances to third, and Schmidt goes to second. There's 1 out now in the Phillies first. Gary Maddox comes up to the plate. Holtzman the stretch and the pitch to Maddox. Hit in the air to left. This is Joe Rudi. Under it is Rudi. Tagging is McBride. Rudy's throw cut off by Bando. Schmidt holds it second, and the Phillies score their second run as McBride crosses the plate. 2-0 Philadelphia. 2 outs now, and Trio is up. Holtzman the stretch and the pitch to Manny Trio. Hit in the air to center, but not deep. Bill North is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. So a 2-run first off Holtzman for Philadelphia. We go to the second. It's the Phillies 2 and the A's 0. Christenson will face Jackson, Rudi, and Tennis in the Oakland second. Christenson kicks and deals, and there's a base hit for Reggie to center field. Rudi comes up. Reggie had 25 steals in 30 attempts in 1974. Rudi the batter now. Christenson the stretch and the delivery. Reggie is not going. Rudi hits it in the air to left. Luzinski in his tracks is going to make the catch for out number 1. Here's Tennis. Reggie's going to try for the jump. Reggie does not get the jump. I don't believe. No, he does not. All right, tennis up there. Christenson the stretch and the pitch to Gino. Line drive. Caught by Trio. Reggie scrambles back, and there's 2 down. Here's Fosse. Green would be next. Christenson the stretch and the delivery. Base hit for Fosse. Stopping at second is Reggie. 2 on now with 2 outs for Green. Holtzman would be next now. Dick Green's final season as a major leaguer. Christenson the stretch and the delivery to Green. Comebacker, gloved by Christenson. He flips to Rose, and that retires Oakland in the second. We go to the bottom of 2 with your score. Philadelphia 2, Oakland nothing. Holtzman out to face Boone, Boa, and Christensen's the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the Philadelphia order in the bottom of 2. Holtzman kicks and deals to Boone. Hit in the air to center, left center. Billy North there, and catches it for out number 1. Here's Boa. Holtzman winds and deals. Ground ball. Dick Green to his left. Cuts it off from going into right field. Plants and throws to tennis. And there are 2 down. Here's Christenson. Good hitter. The pitch from Holtzman. Ground ball. Dick Green one more time. Gloves it and throws to tennis. And the Phillies are retired 1, 2, 3 in the second. We go to inning number 3, and it's Philadelphia 2, Oakland nothing. Holtzman, North, and Campy are coming for the Oakland A's in the top of the third, 9-1-2. Christenson kicks and deals to Holtzman. Hey, struck him out. Baked beans. Gas. Bill North. 0 for 1. The pitch to him. Hit in the air to right. Bake McBride on the run into right center and makes a nice running catch. 2 down in the third. Now it's Campy. Christenson winds and deals. Campy with a base hit. This goes to right. McBride gets it back in. Campaneris is aboard. And he's going to try and go. Christenson the stretch. Campy gets the jump. The throwdown from Boone is not in time. Campy gets himself into scoring position with a stolen base with 2 outs. Now it's Bando. Down in the count 0-1 is Bando. Christenson the stretch. The pitch to Sal. Hit on a line to Bake McBride, charging hard, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the A's get a man into scoring position but can't bring him around. We go to the bottom of 3, and your score, Phillies 2, A's nothing. Bottom of 3rd. Top of the order for Philadelphia in the 3rd, Rose, McBride, and Schmidt against Ken Holtzman. The pitch is trouble. Rose hits it to left field. We got a bug on a rug. Rudy's got to run it down. Rose around first, heading to second with a double. Bake McBride 1 for 1. Holtzman the stretch. The pitch to Bake. Ground ball, tennis. He's going to take it to the bag himself. Rose will advance to 3rd with 1 out. McBride does his job, and now it's Schmidt. Well, it's the bottom of the 3rd. First base is open. You're trailing 2-0. The MVP is at the plate. They're going to walk him. And then they're going to play the infield at double play depth for Luzinski and try and get out of this with no runs scoring. Holtzman the stretch and the pitch to the bull. 54 chart. 10 on the wild pitch check. And it is a wild pitch. Holtzman bounces a breaking pitch. Rose comes home. 3-0 Philadelphia as Schmidt advances to second. Holtzman the stretch, the pitch to the bull. Hey, struck him out on a bender. First strikeout for Holtzman. 2 down now. Maddox comes to the plate. Holtzman the stretch and the pitch to Gary. Could be a walk on a 1-4. It is a walk. That'll bring up Trio. 2 on now. For Trio, it's 3-0 Phillies in the third. Holtzman the stretch, the pitch to Manny Trio. Hit in the air to left. Rudy coming on, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Phillies add a run on 1 hit. They leave 2. We go to the fourth, and it's Phillies 3, Oakland nothing. Christenson getting the job done so far. Started the game with striking out the side, which we have not had yet in this tournament as a game starter. Jackson, Rudy, and tennis, 4-5-6 for Oakland in the fourth. The pitch from Christenson is ball 4 to Reggie. I'm less enthusiastic about trying to steal a base down 3 than I was down 2. So Rudy's going to bat. Christenson the stretch, the delivery to Rudy. Is a comebacker to Christenson. And Christenson knocks it down, fires to Rose, and they nip Rudy at first as Reggie moves to second. Now it's tennis. Christenson the stretch and the delivery to Gino is ball 4. 2 on now. Christenson with some control trouble here in the top of the fourth. 2 on, Reggie at second, tennis at first. The Phillies looking for a double play. Fosse at the plate. He singled his first time up. Christenson the stretch and the pitch to Ray Fosse, and hey, struck him out. Baked beans. Gas. 2 down. Green comes up. Holtzman would be next. Christenson the stretch and the delivery. Ball 4. He walked him. Well, now, Holtzman's up. Christenson has walked. The bases loaded. Do you hit for Holtzman? I think you do. So, we're going to get a pinch hitter for the Oakland pitcher who's allowed 3 runs in 3 innings. So, let's see what we got here on the bench for Oakland, and they're going to go to the rookie, Claudell Washington, to bat for Holtzman. Try and get back in this game, get a bug on a rug, and get those Oakland base runners moving. There's 2 outs. We're in the fourth. So Holtzman's done after 3 innings. He allowed 4 hits. He walked 1 intentionally, 1 unintentionally, struck out a man, allowed 3 runs. They're all earned. All right, Claudell at the plate, 19 years old. Christenson the stretch, and the pitch to Claudell is gonna be nothing. Gonna be an out. He can't hit one out because he didn't hit any home runs in 74. This is grounded to Rose. Pete's gonna take it himself and spike the baseball for out number 3. Yikes. Well, that didn't work. Dave Hamilton, the left-hander, is going to be the new Oakland pitcher. He'll bat in the number 9 spot. Holtzman is done. See what kind of stuff Hamilton has today. He has B stuff. Claudell Washington is also done for the day. Sometimes you try and get back in the ball game and it doesn't work. All right, so Boone, Boa, and Christenson come up for Philadelphia 7, 8, 9 in the Philadelphia 4th. Dave Hamilton in 1974. 29 games, 18 starts, 1 complete, good for 117 innings. He was 7-4. He's a left-hander. Boone leads it off. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Booney. Oh, let's see what kind of... oh, he's got B stuff. We did that already. He walks him. He walks Boone. Here comes Boa. Christenson is on deck. The pitch to Larry Boa from Dave Hamilton is hit to left by Boa. Back goes Rudy, and he makes the catch. Retreating to first is Boone. Christenson comes up now. Hamilton the stretch, the delivery to Christenson. Got to the kitchen, I smell gas. Oh my God, it's a range check. 1-3 is a strikeout, no strikeout. The range check will be for Dick Green. Dick Green's range in 74 was a 14. He doesn't get it. He knocks it down. He picks it up. Is he going to throw wild? He's an error 4. No error, but an infield hit for Christenson. 2 on now with 1 out, and Rose comes up. A's get the bullpen cooking again. It's going to be Knowles, the left-hander, and Blue Moon Odom, the right-hander. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Alvin Dark likes it. Whenever he's in the city of brotherly love. Boone at second, Christenson at first, Rose up, 1 out. Pete's 2 for 2. The pitch from Hamilton is a right-handed batter. Grounded to Campaneris. Campy cuts it off from going up the middle. Plants and throws to first. They get Rose. Boone and Christenson move up on the play. 2 outs, and it's McBride coming up. We're in the 4th. It's 3-0 Phillies. Hamilton the stretch and the delivery to Bake McBride. Hey, struck him out, and that ends the Phillies' 4th. They leave 2. We go to the 5th. Philadelphia 3, Oakland 0. Top of the order coming for Oakland, North, Campaneris, and Bando against Larry Christenson. Now let's talk about Christenson's stamina here for a minute. He can only go 27 batters before stamina might be an issue. He has faced 18. So a complete game seems unlikely for Larry. Also, I'd really like to not use Tug McGraw in this game. He has saves in the last 2 games. Yeah, I guess I could use him. But then he'd for sure be unavailable against the Reds if I use him in this one. And they're going to need Tug against the Reds. So you got to win the games you can win, though. So if they need him for this one, they're going to use him. North, Campaneris, and Bando. Christenson kicks and deals. And North corks one to left, but Luzinski is going to make the catch for out number 1. Campaneris, 1 for 2. The pitch to Campy. Hey, struck him out. Pork and beans. Christenson throwing gas, and now it's Bando at 0 for 2 today. Reggie would be next. The pitch to Sal. Range check. 1-3 strikeout. No. Almost, though. And this is for Trio. Trio's range in 1980 was a 12. He makes the play and flips to Rose, and that retires Oakland in the 5th. We're halfway through this one. It's the Phillies 3 and the A's nothing. Hamilton will face Schmidt, Luzinski, and Maddox, a trio of right-handed batters, in the bottom of the 5th for the Phillies. Hamilton doing some long relief today. Holtzman had trouble. Gave up 3 in 3 innings. They hit for him in the 4th, and it didn't pay off. So here we go with Hamilton against Schmidt. Schmidt swings and pops it up. This wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Gene Tennis in fair territory is going to take it for out number 1. Here's the bull, Greg Luzinski. Hamilton kicks and deals, and this will be a ballpark check. Our first of the day, the bull, a right-handed batter. And the bull hits it just inside the left field line past Bando down into the corner. Look at the bull digging around first. He's going to get second on a double, and he's in scoring position for Gary Maddox. Blue Moon Odom and Darryl Knowles get throwing again for Alvin Dark in the Oakland bullpen. Maddox is 0 for 1. Hamilton, the stretch and the delivery, and hey, struck him out on a bender. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Hamilton as well. Now it's trio. Boone would be next. Hamilton, the stretch, and the pitch to Manny Trio. Ground ball, Bando to his left. He plants and throws to Tennis, and that retires Philadelphia in the 5th. So they threaten, but they're turned away. We go to the 6th. The Phillies 3, the A's nothing. Both these teams, of course, World Series champions. For Oakland in the 6th, it'll be Reggie, Rudy, and Tennis. The 4, 5, 6 hitters against Larry Christenson, who's doing the job so far. He's got a 3-hitter and a shutout going through 5. Pitch to Reggie is a base hit. This might be trouble. It is cut off by Maddox. Reggie doesn't want to try for second. He's going to hold with a single. And here comes Rudy. Joe is 0 for 2. That's going to get action going in the Philadelphia bullpen. Marty Bystrom and Kevin Soche start to throw for the Phillies. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, whenever, just like Dallas Green likes it whenever he's in the city with the Liberty Bell. That's right. Philadelphia. Rudy is 0 for 2. The pitch from Christenson is a base hit for Rudy. To left field. Is Reggie fast? No, he's not. He's going to stop at second. And there's first and second with nobody out in the Oakland 6th. Here's Tennis. He's got the power to tie this game. Christenson, the stretch. The pitch to Gino. Ball 4. The bases are dripping with A's with nobody out in the 6th. Here comes Dallas Green. That's going to be it for Christenson. He wants Marty Bystrom. And he wants him right now. Bases loaded with nobody out. Ray Fosse coming up. We're in the Oakland 6th. Christenson goes 5+ innings, allows 5 hits. He walked 4. And struck out 6. He allowed no runs so far, but Jackson at third, Rudy at second, and Tennis at first are all his responsibility. Marty Bystrom was a huge pitcher for Dallas Green down the stretch and in the playoffs for Philadelphia. 6 games, 5 starts, 1 complete, only 36 innings, but the man went 5-0. And was a late add to the playoff roster when Nino Espinosa was ruled ineligible to play as a result of injury. See what kind of stuff Bystrom has. He has B stuff. He will bat in the 9 spot, so he's due up third in the bottom of the 6th. But right now, Philadelphia's got bigger problems, and they got to get out Ray Fosse, Dick Green, and Dave Hamilton, or a pinch hitter. Bystrom the stretch, the pitch to Fosse. The infield is at double play depth, and that is ball 4. Marty Bystrom just walked home a run. So Ray Fosse takes his base. It's 3-1 now, and Dick Green comes to the plate. Coming out into the on-deck circle is a pinch hitter for Dave Hamilton. And that's going to be Jim Holt. So Shea continues to throw for Philadelphia. He's joined by Warren Brewster. Green at the plate. He's 0 for 1. The infield remains at double play depth. Bystrom the stretch and the delivery. We got a range check. Strikeout on a 1-3. No. The range check is for Larry Boa. Larry Boa's range in 1980 was a 9. He can't make the play. It stays on the infield. Rudy will score. It's 3-2. So an infield hit for Dick Green plates another run, and here comes Jim Holt to bat for Dave Hamilton. Here in the 6th. Do you go to Soche here? I think you do. So that's going to be it for Bystrom. But if you do that, do you make a double switch? No, I'm not going to do that. So Shea will bat 9th. He's on here in the 6th to face Holt. Bystrom is done. You can put a fork in him. After giving up a walk and a hit and a couple of inherited runs. So Shea is a left-hander. He's facing Holt. See what kind of stuff he's got. He has A stuff, and now Alvin Dark has to decide if he's going to hit for Holt, and he is. All right, so the pinch hitter for Jim Holt will be Jesus Alou. In the Oakland bullpen, starting to throw now, is left-hander Paul Lindblad. He will be the new Oakland pitcher in the bottom of the 6th. Jesus Alou, a .268 hitter on the season in 1974. So Shea, the stretch, the infield is at double play depth. No, they're not. They're going to play in at the corners. And double play depth up the middle. The pitch is going to be a ballpark check. Alou is a right-handed batter. Popped him up. Foul territory. Pete Rose is over near the dugout, and he's going to make the catch for out number 1. There's a big out. Bill North comes up now. He's 0 for 3. 3-2 Phillies. They're gonna play in everywhere now. Playing in everywhere. So Shea the stretch, the pitch to Billy North. Base hit for North. This goes to center field. Scoring is Tennis. And putting the brakes on at third is Fosse. So it's an RBI single for North that ties the game, and now it's Campaneris. Here comes Dallas Green. He's got to find a reliever to get some outs. It's going to be Brewster now to face Campy. Righty-righty matchup. 1 out. Bases still dripping with A's. Fossey at third. Green at second. North at first. Let's check Brewster's stuff. He has C stuff. Now in the bullpen, as Dallas Green still looks for someone to get him some outs, Dickie Knowles starts to throw. We have a 3-3 game. We're in the top of the 6th. The pitch to Campy with the infield in. Yeah, you're thinking what I'm thinking. No, they're not going to do it. Okay, here we go. The pitch to Campy is going to be a base hit for Campaneris. Another hit for Oakland into left field. They lead 4-3. Fossey scores. Green will score. It's a 2-run single. Stopping at second is North. It's 5-3 Oakland in the top of the 6th, and the bleeding continues for the Phillies. All of a sudden, here's Bando. Double played up for the Phillies. The pitch is an error check. 1-2, he strikes him out. Didn't strike him out. An error check for Trio. And that will be an error 3. He makes the play, goes to Boa for 1, and the relay to Rose is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turn by the Phillies. But the Oakland A's get 5 runs on 5 hits, all of them singles, 2 deadly bases on balls. We go to the bottom of the 6th with your score. What a reversal. 74 A's 5, 80 Phillies 3. And an excellent reliever coming in for Oakland, Paul Lindblad. He's coming in a little early, but Alvin Dark smells blood in the water, and he's going for it here. Dave Hamilton went 2 innings. Allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, didn't allow any runs, and he is now qualifying for the victory in this game. Paul Lindblad is on in 1974. Lindblad, 45 games, 2 starts, 101 innings, 4-4 record with 6 saves. And he can face 12 batters before fatigue may become an issue. Boone is 0 for 1. He's leading off the 6th. Dallas Green is fuming in the Phillies bullpen. It's 5-3 Oakland. The pitch. Ground ball, Dick Green. He gloves it and throws to Gene Tennis for out number 1. Check Lindblad's stuff. He has B stuff today. He's batting in the number 9 spot. Boa's up now. On deck is Soche, but he's not going to bat. The pitch to Larry Boa is a base hit to center field. These games are unbelievable. Back and forth and back and forth. All right, batting for Brewster will be Lonnie Smith. I would use Moreland, but they only carried 2 catchers, so I might want to do something with Boone later, and if I use Moreland now, I can't. So I'm going to use Lonnie Smith, who was no slouch in 1980 anyway. He's facing Lindblad. Boa at first, 1 out. Oakland infield at double play depth. The pitch from Lindblad to Lonnie Smith. Base hit for Lonnie Smith. It just continues. on the infield off of Lindblad's glove. Bando puts it in his pocket, and the Phillies have 2 base runners with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. They're making a comeback. Rose is 2 for 3. Lindblad in a jam. The infield at double play depth. McBride on deck. Lindblad the stretch. The pitch to Rose. He walked him, and the bases are loaded. Rose flings the bat away and sprints down to first base. Bowl moves to third. Lonnie Smith moves to second. There is good speed on the base paths for Philadelphia, but a lefty-lefty matchup at the plate. Lindblad against McBride. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Athletics lead by 2. Raleigh Fingers is starting to throw in the Oakland bullpen. This is just an unbelievable tournament. Back and forth and back and forth. All right, now in the Phillies bullpen, Ron Reed is throwing and will likely be the next Phillies pitcher. All right. Bake McBride, Lindblad the stretch, the pitch to him. And we could have a range check unless Lindblad strikes him out. He does not, so we do have a range check. It's it's for Sal Bando. Bando's range is an 8. He gloves it and starts a double play. Goes to Green for 1. The relay to Tennis is not in time. McBride, very fast, beats the wrap at first. So Rose is retired 5-4 on the fielder's choice. Boa scores from second, and Lonnie Smith moves to third. It's a 5-4 ball game now. And Mike Schmidt comes to the plate. Phillies at the corners. Smith at third, McBride at first. You can't get 2 faster men on their Phillies team than those 2. So if we get a bug on a rug, everybody's scoring in all probability. Lindblad now faces Schmidt with the bull. Greg Luzinski, he would be next. Lindblad the stretch, the pitch to Schmitty. 54 chart. Did he throw a wild pitch? No, he didn't. The next delivery from Lindblad. Base hit Schmidt. The game is tied. Mike Schmidt comes through again to left field. Drops in front of Rudy. Lonnie Smith scores. We're tied at 5. McBride will stop at second. And here comes the bull. Lindblad has gagged up the lead in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 5-5 game. The Phillies just keep coming at you. The bull is at the plate. He can break the tie. Lindblad the stretch, the pitch to him. He hit him. He came inside to the bull and he just dotted him. The bases are loaded with Phillies. Here's Maddox. Fingers is ready. Give him one more batter. 5-5 game. The pitch to Maddox from Lindblad. Popped him up. Sal Bando in fair territory is taking it for out number 3. But the Phillies get 2 and 3 hits. There was a walk and a hit batter. Yeah. But Oakland gives up the lead. We are go to the 7th, and it's Phillies 5, A's 5. The World Series champs are slugging it out. All right, so Brewster is done after 2/3 of an inning. He allowed a hit. That's it. Ron Reed is in. Lonnie Smith is going to be the new Phillies left fielder. Greg Luzinski comes out. So Reed will be in the 4 spot in the batting order. And Lonnie Smith goes to left field. We're in the top of the 7th, and we're tied at 5. Another amazing game in this tournament. I keep saying it, but I'm blown away. Reggie Jackson, Joe Rudy, Gene Tennis, 4, 5, 6 coming up in the 7th. Reggie is 2 for 2. Ron Reed's stuff looks like this. He has A stuff. All right. The kick and the delivery to Reggie Jackson is a base hit to right for Reggie, his 3rd hit of the day, his 4th time on the bases. All righty, so Rudy comes up. Read the stretch. Reggie's trying to get the jump, and he does. There he goes. The throwdown from Boone to Dick Green is not in time. Reggie steals 2nd. He's in scoring position now for Rudy. Rudy's down in the count 0-1. Reed in a jam. Dickie Knowles gets back up for the Phillies. Rudy's 1 for 3. Read the stretch and the delivery. Rudy hits it on the ground to Larry Boa. Holding at 2nd is Reggie. Boa throws to Rose, and there's one down in the A's 7th. So Rudy does not advance Reggie to 3rd. Here's Tennis. Fosse is on deck. Read the stretch. The pitch to Gino. Ball 4. He walked him. Well, now... Now you could run Herb Washington for Gene Tennis, but Tennis is a fast-rated runner, so I guess I'll wait. Here's Fosse. 1 for 2. Read the stretch. The pitch to Fosse is trouble. This is going to get into the gap, and it's a bug on a rug. Scoring is Jackson. They're waving Tennis around 3rd. He's going to score. The throwback from Trio all the way to Mike Schmidt is late. Fosse is into 3rd with a head-first slide on a triple. Ray Fosse with a 196 average has 3 RBIs on the day, and he's 2 for 3. And he has put Oakland ahead 7-5 in the 7th inning. Now the Philadelphia infield moves in. All right, Dick Green at the plate. Paul Lindblad is on deck. They may leave him in to pitch, or they may not. Fingers is ready in the bullpen. Read the stretch. The delivery. Green squares to bunt. Here comes Fosse. He bunted toward Rose. Fosse is crossing the plate. Rose has no play but to go to Trio at first. The squeeze works to perfection. Green gets it down. It's 8-5 Oakland. Dallas Green is heavily vaping in the Philadelphia dugout. A 3-run 7th inning as the Phillies' A reliever, Ron Reed, has blown it. We have 2 outs in the 8th. Now Lindblad is due. What do you do here? What do you do here? Lindblad has been ineffective, but isn't quite out of gas yet. They're going to let him bat. He'll be a 1. Alvin Dark's plan is to piece together Lindblad and Fingers to get through the rest of this game. We'll see if that works. Reed kicks and deals to Lindblad. 54 chart. This is a fly ball to right. Bake McBride's error number is a 3. And he makes the catch for out number 3. But a disastrous top of the 7th for Philadelphia. The A's get 3 more runs on 2 hits, a deadly walk, a suicide squeeze. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out at the vet, and the fans are not happy. It's Oakland 8, Philadelphia 5, and the Phillies have a lot of work to do. Trio, Boone, and Boa coming up in the bottom of the 7th for Philadelphia against the left-handed Paul Lindblad. What a tournament. All right, here we go. Lindblad the stretch, the pitch to Manny Trio. Hit in the air to left. Joe Rudy coming on, and there's 1 down in the Phillies 7th. Bob Boone is 0 for 2. The pitch to Booney. Hit to right. Reggie Jackson toward the line is going to make the catch for out number 2, and now it's Boa at 1 for 3. The pitch to Larry. Base hit for Boa to left field. 2 for 4 for Boa brings up Lonnie Smith. And that, I think, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, he can do one more batter before he's tired. Lonnie Smith at the plate. Lindblad the stretch, the pitch, and there's a base hit for Smith. To right field. Stopping at second is Boa. That's going to bring up Rose. And Lindblad is tired. So here comes Alvin Dark. He wants Raleigh Fingers to take over on the mound and face Rose with 2 outs here in the 7th. Starting now in the Oakland bullpen again is Darryl Knowles and Blue Moon Odom. Behind Fingers, Rose is at the plate. The Phillies are down 3, and Rose is the tying run at the plate. Fingers the stretch. Let's see what kind of stuff Raleigh has today. He has C stuff. Wow. Lindblad went 1 2/3, allowed 5 hits, walked 1, hit a batter, didn't strike anybody out, and give up 2 runs so far. The pitch from Fingers to Rose is a 54 chart. There are men on base. It's an 11. He does not make a wild pitch. Fossey blocks it. Pitch to Rose. Popped him up. Pete was going for it. Sal Bando is under it in fair territory and makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the 8th. It's Oakland 8, Philadelphia 5 at the vet. Now what do you do with Reed? Reed is coming back out to face North, Campaneris, and Bando at the top of the Oakland order here in the 8th. Oakland's looking for more. Reed winds and deals, and this is crushed by North. It's a bug on a rug. Maddox has to run it down. North around first, heading to second, and he will stop there with a double. Here comes Dallas Green. He can't watch anymore. So it's going to be another double switch. Dickie Knowles is coming on. And Greg Gross is going to be inserted into the number 4 spot in the order. Lonnie Smith comes back out. Knowles takes over on the mound to face Campaneris. And he will be in the 9 spot. So Gross is batting cleanup. Knowles is batting last. And maybe just as importantly, Gross is in left field taking over for Lonnie Smith's defense. All right, Campaneris at the plate. North is at second. Read this, I'm sorry, Knowles. Let's see what kind of stuff Dickey has. Dickey Knowles has C stuff. Boy, boy. All right. Knowles the stretch, the pitch to Campy. He squares to bunt. He gets it down. It's bunted at Rose. Rose grabs it, flips to Trio covering, and North moves to third. The sacrifice works, and it's going to force the Phillies infield to play in with Bando coming up. Reggie is on deck. Now Tug McGraw starts to throw in the Phillies bullpen. Infield in at all places for Bando. Knowles the stretch, the pitch to Sal. He walked him. A's at the corners now with Reggie coming up. Reggie is 3 for 3. Infield remains in. Knowles the stretch, the pitch to Reggie. Is a base hit for Reggie Jackson. That's going to score another run. And Bando is going to go to third. Maddox's throw goes into second. It is 9-5 Oakland. And we're looking like we're going to have an A's-Reds rematch in our next game. Rudy is 1 for 4. The infield is in. Knowles the stretch, the pitch to Joe Rudy. Ground ball. Jackson is, Bando is going to hold. It's a ground ball to Trio. He throws to Rose, and there's 2 down as Jackson moves to second. Now it's tennis. First base open. Fossey would be next, but he's been the MVP of the game for Oakland. 3 walks for tennis. First base open. Knowles the stretch, the delivery. Hey, struck him out on a slider, and that's going to end the A's 8th inning, but they get another run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Oakland 9, Philadelphia 5. Fingers is going to be stretched to finish this game. Knowles and Odom are ready in the Oakland bullpen. Can Fingers get to the finish line? That's the question on America's mind. All right, Bake McBride, Mike Schmidt, and Greg Gross, 2, 3, 4 coming up for the Phillies in the 8th. They need a bunch. Fingers, kicks, and deals. This is hit hard by McBride, and it's going to be a bug on a rug. To right field, it's going to get past Reggie. Around first goes McBride. He could try for third, but he puts on the brakes, doesn't want to get thrown out. And here comes Schmidt. Fingers the stretch, the pitch to Schmitty. Base hit for Schmidt. This will score McBride. He will be waved home. Reggie's throw comes into second base, and it's 9-6. Phillies just keep coming. Greg Gross comes to the plate. Fingers in trouble here, and Odom and Knowles are throwing with a lot more enthusiasm in the Oakland bullpen. Maddox on deck. Schmidt at first. Nobody out. We're in the 8th. The pitch. That is ball 4 to Gross. That's going to move Schmidt to second, and it's going to bring the tying run to the plate, and Gary Maddox. Get Alice Green frantically clapping in the dugout. Oakland's looking for a double play grounder from Maddox. Gary is 0 for 3. Raleigh, the stretch, the pitch. Maddox hits it on the ground to Dick Green. Got to check Campy's arm. Green goes to Campy for 1. The relay to Tennis is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by Oakland as Schmidt moves to third. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. 9-6 Oakland. Trio can make it 9-7 if he can deliver Schmidt. Manny's 0 for 5, 0 for 4. Fingers the stretch, the delivery to Trio. We got an error check. And that will be for Raleigh Fingers, who makes the play to Tennis, and that will retire the Phillies in the 8th. 1 run out of all that on 2 hits. They leave 1, and we go to the 9th. Oakland 9, Philadelphia 6. Dickie Knowles is back out. He'll face Fossey, Green, and Fingers in all probability, as Alvin Dark is just trying to get this ship into the harbor. Fossey is 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. He's going to drive the whole team back to the hotel after the game. Dickie Knowles kicks and deals. Fossey hits it in the air to center. Gary Maddox into left center a few steps, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Green. Green's had a big day. 1 for 2, 2 ribbies, a squeeze bunt to provide the 9th run. The pitch. Green swings, hits it to center. It's a bleeder, a dying quail. Maddox catches up to it, and there's 2 down. And yes, Raleigh Fingers is going to bat for himself with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the 9th. Knowles kicks and deals. We'll have an error check unless he strikes him out. He struck him out. Gas. That ends the Oakland 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Raleigh Fingers on fumes is going to face Boone, Boa, and a pinch hitter for Dickie Knowles. Maybe a couple pinch hitters here against Fingers. Timeout. Let's talk about stamina. Fingers can go 9 batters before fatigue might be an issue. He has faced 6. George Vukovic is going to bat for Bob Boone. Larry Boa is on deck. And Del Unser has grabbed a bat. He is ready in the dugout. Looks like he's going to bat for Dickie Knowles. In the bullpen for Oakland is Darryl Knowles and Bloom and Odom. They are ready should Fingers run into trouble. Your score is Oakland 9, Philadelphia 6. We're in the bottom of the 9th. The winner plays the 70 hosts, the 75 Reds, and Don Gullett on the mound in our next game. Yikes. Vukovic leads off. Fingers kicks and deals. Hey, struck him out on a slider. Vukovic didn't know what to do with it. There's 1 gone. Here comes Boa. Larry's at 2 for 4. Fingers kicks and deals. Boa hits it to right, but not deep. Reggie Jackson under it. And there are 2 down. Here comes Del Unser, the last chance saloon, batting for Dickie Knowles. Pete Rose would be next. Fingers the stretch. Fingers the wind and the delivery. Hey, struck him out another slider, and that wins the game for Oakland. Yikes. All right, let's give you the totals. For the visiting and victorious Oakland A's of 1974 vintage, 9 runs, 10 hits, and they committed no errors. The Philadelphia Phillies walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men. Did I get that right? 3, 5, 7 men. 7 walks for the Philadelphia pitching staff. For Philadelphia, 6 runs, 13 base hits. They out-hit Oakland, and they committed no errors. All right, the winning pitcher is Dave Hamilton. He's 1-0 in the series, or in the tournament. Raleigh Fingers gets the save. I believe that is his first save. Yes, it is. I'm giving the MVP to Ray Fosse, who put them ahead with a 2-run triple in the 7th. And now we got a couple things. Glenn Abbott, who is not related at all to Victor Newman. Glenn Abbott, and he's also not related to Jack Abbott. Please, Jack Abbott! Please remember that, because you're going to be hearing Jack Abbott a lot in the next ball game. I can promise you. Glenn Abbott is going to be on the mound for Oakland at Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. They're going to be hosting the 75 Cincinnati Reds and Don Gullett. I got to do a little research to see if Fingers is going to be available. He may not be available for the next game. We'll see. We'll talk about that in our next video. Let's talk about standings before we leave today. All right, by virtue of the victory in today's game, the Oakland A's of 74 vintage go to 2 wins. They are now tied with the 50 Phillies and the 80 Phillies for 3rd place in the King of the Hill tournament. If they beat the Reds in the next game, they'll be tied for 2nd. If the Reds win, the Reds will be tied for 1st. So a lot on the line in our next game. I hope you'll join us. Don't forget to check out channel membership. The link is in the description for this video. Fantastic fun, my friends. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Have a great day. So long, everybody.